guys, this is Echo Sours with another tutorial for MassiveSynth.com. If you're not signed up to the YouTube tutorial and you'd like to do that to stay up to date with all of these tutorials and videos, you can sign up at youtube.com/ADSR Tuts. That's T-U-T-S. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a kind of a quick tip and trick video. I'm going to show you how you can make a sound sit better with drums or in a mix, and how to introduce some cool modulation destinations by activating the velocity sensitivity in Massive. So by default, the envelopes in Massive in general is not a velocity sensitive synth. You can hear me banging on my keyboard right now. And then I'm going to hit really light. Same volume. So to get around that, there's a couple workarounds. One of them is, and I showed this in a tutorial, which I won't cover right now, I'll just kind of rehash real quick. You drag this velocity macro into the sidechain of your amp. You can get some velocity sensitivity that way. Another way to do it is every envelope comes with this velocity and key tracking slider, is to turn it up for the fourth envelope, because that's tied to the amp mod by default. Well, the only time that this can be risky is if a sound has a bunch of modulation, especially with the envelopes. Let's say some of the envelopes are modulating pitch or an LFO or some other parameter. It's going to be difficult to kind of have any consistency with those. But with a sound like a pluck or kind of that lead, that trancey type lead, it works really well. Pads, it of course works well. And certain basses, like if you're going for like a groovy kind of funk bass, because you can make a slap bass, digital sounding slap bass in Massive, this works great for that because you need those different velocities to kind of pull that sound off. Well, all you do is go to your fourth envelope and turn up the velocity knob to your liking. So I'm going to turn off my first envelope first. Alright, and then what I did to make the sound even more expressive was I went to my first envelope, I got a shape that I like, drag the decay in and the release out a little bit basically, and I turned the velocity up for that as well, and then I modulated the cutoff of my filter 1. So if I turn this velocity down and play this right now, you can hear the velocity sometimes, but when you apply it to the cutoff filter of either of your filters, it's a whole new world of kind of expressiveness. Because now it's not only getting more loud and dynamic with higher velocities, it's actually opening up the cutoff filter frequencies. And there's a whole world of options, obviously. The attack, the level, the decay, things like that. Loop points can do some really cool things. Now, it gets even more expressive when, let's say, I have oscillator 3 turned off right now. Well, if I turn this on and I have my fourth envelope modulating the amp, which was this velocity, well, now this sound, if I solo this, it's going to be like a high-pitched organ type thing. All right, we'll go with that. So that will... And what you can even do is I can even not use the fourth envelope. I can use the brand new one. And I can have the velocity all the way up. Alright, and now let's play it with the sound. So on these more higher velocity MIDI notes, like the yellow and kind of the darker green, or the brighter greens, the blues are softer, but you'll hear that third oscillator come in, which is awesome. So to my ear, with this type of sound, this is kind of like a pop type progression. It works a lot better. Again, this isn't something you're always going to want to do with every sound in Massive, but it really does help to make things kind of sit and tuck in a mix a little bit better. And it's an awesome way to introduce some cool modulation. And you can even tie it to some macros too, but it's a pretty cool way to get some expressiveness to your sounds in Massive. All right, if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't checked out MassiveSynth.com, head on over there. Tons of cool things, Massive courses, sounds, everything. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.